Akademiks can't ride no wave.
Before we get to Diddy and the cartel shit, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, this was a bit crazy. Did y'all see Russell Simmons? No, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. So Russell Simmons, who's been pretty quiet for a while, we all know he lives in like Bali or whatever. Yo, he came out and he's like, yo, man, stop harassing niggas like us. Did y'all see this? Hold on. By the way, chat, send me all the DMs. Y'all can harass me. Get your cheap ass on YouTube, whatever. I'm gonna get it. I'm sorry.
Did you forget that?
With Russell, he ain't running from.
Hold on. I'm trying to get to the. Where's the Russell clip at? Damn, I just sat through that for no reason. So Russell Simmons made a whole clip, and his whole clip was like, yo, stop harassing me as I'm like a sex offender or something like that. Let's see. I don't want to play the Breakfast Club joint. Where's his shit at? All right, I'll play this.
So Beyonce has a new endeavor. It is a whiskey. It's called Sir Davis.
Right. That's my birthday.
Well, I mean, I also when it's dropped, one of the
That is true, but that's also a way.
Dreams of Beyonce. Come and see.
And every movement.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Russell Simmons, he had to come out and take up for his friends that come and see him out there in Bali. Let's take a listen.
Black people, did you forget that I got 10,000 black men out of jail and that I changed the factory farming industry forever and that I registered more of you to vote than probably anybody you know?
Okay, actually, I forgot I posted this on my page. I've been having a little slight amnesia. It's all good. Here we go. So this is Russell Simmons here, and he basically says, man, you know, he's sitting Indian style. He's under this hut in Bali. You know, a lot of people have speculated, right? So Bali extradition treaty. Apparently the U.S., so the United States and Bali don't have an extradition treaty, which means if the federal government or if any, you know, law enforcement body within the United States wanted to get Russell Simmons arrested for anything, Bali wouldn't initially cooperate. Now, there's ways to get him, but, you know, most people have an extradition treaty with the United States, which means, oh, okay, you want this person? Oh, we have him here. We'll just lock him up and we'll, you know, go through the process of getting you that person. Now, the thing with Russell Simmons, you know, and he's kind of coming out almost like this is probably the boldest thing he's said in terms of, yo, I ain't hiding type shit. And by the way, he's said before, like, yo, I do come back to the United States. The thing people can't understand is like, why are you in Bali? Like, we don't get it. You built your entire fortune, your kids, your family are still in the United States. Why do you seemingly are always in Bali, a country that ironically has no extradition treaty with the United States, unless you're thinking maybe at a point they could get an investigation, and if they needed to get you, they would be unable to get you, and maybe you could, you know, do whatever. I don't know. But people are kind of wondering. Anyway, this was a video he did recently talking about how people have been treating him and trying to demonize him and other people. And let's listen.
Black people, did you forget that I got 10,000 black men out of jail and that I changed the factory farming industry forever and that I registered more of you to vote than probably anybody you know? And I worked for Black Lives Matter and every movement that's helped our people, all the women's rights and even gay rights movements that I did so much work for. To let them demonize me in such a way that my friends cannot visit me without you attacking them. But yet you stand next to Donald Trump. Knock it off. I'll be in New York next week. This idea that I'm hiding is stupid. I call a paparazzi of myself every time I'm there. I have an office on Wilshire Boulevard. I'm there all the time.
Well, the question's always gonna lie is like, okay, yeah, all right, cool. You could come back to the United States according to him whenever you can. What the fuck is in Bali, and why are you there?
I work out in New York sometimes, but I live here. I live here to heal people. Black people.
Okay, I guess he's saying he's there to heal people. Okay,
Well, did you forget that I got 10,000?
all right. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just being fair. If the guy is announcing when he's gonna be in the United States, he's saying he can show up here whenever he wants. If he's not getting arrested, now granted, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes people believe where there's smoke, there's fire. If he's in Bali, despite what would be the obvious assumption is that, oh, you're trying to avoid extradition. If he's like, extradition wouldn't need to be a thing if he still come back to the United States. I don't know why he's really there. It's a little bit confusing to me. And I just don't want to like, put anything on him because, if the police aren't coming with like criminal charges, is like, and he's freely saying he could come back whenever, I don't know. Obviously, it definitely looks sketch. Like, bro, you started moving a little bit sketch once a lot of shit started happening. But what could I say?
Black men out of jail, and that I changed the factory farming industry forever, and that I registered more of you to vote than probably anybody you know. And I worked for Black Lives Matter and every movement that's helped our people, all the women's rights and even gay rights movements that I did so much work for, to let them demonize me in such a way that my friends cannot visit me without you attacking them.
Well, I would say to Russell Simmons, like, if that's what you care about, your friends being demonized, bro, go do an interview. Go answer the questions that people have about you that maybe you don't get asked to your face. They've seen things, they've heard things that they believe that you are some person who operated in the 90s with, a wild disregard for the law, and you were able to do a lot of things that maybe were illegal. If you're claiming that none of that shit's illegal, do an interview. Clear it up. I think, I forgot who said it recently. It's like, yo, if you knew you were abundantly clear, obviously you don't want to like say too much that you're fucking up your lawyer, but it's just like, you wouldn't get enough of just letting people know that you're innocent. And moving to another country doesn't kind of like scream that. And that's what I'm thinking. Somebody says the yoga is the most suspect part. I actually think he was doing yoga before, so I'm not even going to trip out on that. All right. Give me a second. Oh, here we go. All right. Yo, have y'all seen Sexy Red? Not Sexy Red. I mean, Yo, have y'all seen Central C's new freestyle? And by the way, we're gonna get to what Sexy Red said about Kodak Black, but listen to this.